First up is Councilmember Sherry Weiner.
Thank you so much, Speaker. I appreciate it. I wanted to remind everybody in Bellevue that Saturday, August the 26th at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Bellevue Library, like always, is Saturdays with Sherry, and I look forward to seeing everybody there. Thank you. We had a big group last time, so I'm hoping that we can increase our numbers again.
Thank you, Councilmember Weiner. Councilmember Tanaka Vercher.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to let all neighbors for District 28 know that we have our second quarter community meeting this Saturday at 10 a.m. from 11:30 a.m. at Apollo Middle Prep. That's 631 Richards Road. The agenda will be about our community safety updates, upcoming sidewalk projects, discussion regarding our walkable neighborhood pilots, also the Antioch Corridor Improvement Project. We will have Metro Police Department there, Metro Public Works, Tennessee Department of Beautification will also be available to answer questions. I also would like to take this opportunity for my constituents that's watching to continue to remind them that for community updates, please subscribe to the district newsletter. And also for communication purposes, please always email me at tanaka.vercher@nashville.gov. Facebook is not a primary source that I look for communications for them, so I encourage them to sign up to the newsletter and to email me directly for any concerns. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And I'd like to remind the other members that we are doing announcements, so if you can keep your conversations quiet, we'd appreciate it. Councilmember Withers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have a couple of quick announcements. This coming Thursday, I have two community meetings. The first one will be for Rosebank neighbors. They meet at 6:30 p.m. at Memorial Lutheran Church at 1212 Riverside at the corner of Riverside Drive and Carter. And at 6:30 p.m. we will have a community meeting with regard to a contextual overlay district variance request for property located at 1009 Shadow Lane. And just once again, that will be at 6:30 p.m. The Lachlan Springs Neighborhood Association will also be meeting at 6:30 p.m. at the Post East Restaurant at 1701 Fatherland. I will be coming to the Lachlan Springs meeting once my community meeting for the contextual overlay is completed, and we will be looking at a presentation proposal for property located at the corner of Forest and Gallatin Avenues. And I'll also be talking about the walk and bike plan updates and some other pedestrian matters that have been raised by Lachlan Springs. And then on Monday at 6:30 p.m., the Shelby Hills Neighborhood Association will meet at Shelby Park Community Center, and I look forward to seeing everyone there. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Van Rees.
Get my calendar up. Thank you very much. Next week, you guys may have heard about this eclipse that's coming. Yeah. There's all kinds of places to enjoy the day, but I wanted to point out over at Nosy College of Art, there's going to be special events starting in the mid-morning all through the afternoon, including some food trucks. But in particular, the students there, they have an actual special camera that you'll be able to see how the eclipse is going to be photographed in a professional environment. They're going to have a lot of educational information there about that. So join us at Nosy College of Art on Monday afternoon. On Tuesday evening, the Pages Branch Neighborhood Association will be meeting at the East Precinct at 6:30 p.m. And on Thursday morning is the Coffee with NVR. We'll be meeting over at Sidekicks Cafe at 8:30 a.m. on a Thursday the 24th. Prior to the next council meeting, I also wanted to bring up that we're going to be having a North Graycroft Campbell Road Neighborhood Watch Group meeting at the Madison Police Precinct on Monday, the 28th, and I look forward to seeing folks there as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Jeff Syracuse.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to invite all the folks in the Donaldson, Hermitage, and Old Hickory area in the McGavock cluster, District 4, Anna Shepherd's school district, to come meet our new community superintendent, Dr. Damon Cathy. That'll be tomorrow night, August 16th from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Hermitage Precinct. Come meet Dr. Cathy. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank Thank you, Madam Chair. I've got a couple of announcements for residents of District 19 and potentially all over the city. Thursday, August 17th at 6 p.m. at Salama Urban Ministries, the Edge Hill Coalition, which is an umbrella organization for residents and organizations in Edge Hill, meets, and they've got a full agenda. So if you are in the Edge Hill area, they'll be talking about a variety of things, including Envision Edge Hill, Tony Rose Park, probably ES Rose Park as well. So I do encourage folks interested in Edge Hill issues to get out to that meeting. Friday, August 18th at 5 p.m. at the Nashville Farmers Market is the Watermelon Night Market. It's a free event where the farmers market is open to the public after hours, and they have all kinds of live music, food, beverages, et cetera. And obviously the theme of this one is going to be the availability of watermelon and watermelon-themed refreshments. That same evening, however, you could also join me and potentially Councilman Syracuse to traverse both of our districts, starting at Riverfront Station at 5:30 p.m. Transit Now Nashville's Ticket to Ride event has been rescheduled for May. This transit social is a great opportunity to experience the Music City Star. So it's also going out after hours, starting at 5:30. You can catch the train. Tickets are $5, and we'll get you out to Fat Bite in Donaldson to get a bite to eat and socialize, and then people will be coming back either by train or by bus. Monday, August 21st at 11 a.m., as Council Lady Van Rees has just identified, is all kinds of activity around town for viewing the total solar eclipse. I do encourage folks close to the urban core to join the mayor and the Nashville Sounds for a total solar eclipse viewing party at First Tennessee Parks. There are a number of eclipse-related activities they'll be doing, including some astronomy, and I think this party will be an especially good chance to view this unique moment. Tickets to that event are $5, and then later in the day there's a separate sounds game. But starting at 11 a.m. at First Tennessee Park, the total solar eclipse viewing party. So thank you.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Nick Leonardo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For those of you in District 1, we've got a few upcoming meetings on, let's see here, on August the 16th at 7 p.m. at the Scottsboro Community Club. We'll have one of our hope-to-be final meetings regarding the proposed camp at the Pine Valley area. That meeting has been deferred before the BZA until September. And I think we may be having an open house as well on the 17th at the Scottsboro Community Club if need be. Another important meeting coming up on August the 21st, 2017 at the Bordeaux Library at 6 o'clock. It's going to be the final meeting regarding the urban design overlay on Clarksville Pike. We've had maybe 10 or 12 meetings, but this is the final one with the final draft. So please come out. This is a very important meeting so your voices can be heard and we can finally move the UDO through the Planning Commission and through the council. The next day, we have another meeting at 6 o'clock at the Bordeaux Library, which will be August the 22nd. It's going to be about the stormwater issues concerning the Hummingbird development, as well as discussions about the upcoming new sidewalk in District 1 we're excited about on the West Hamilton Drive. So again, that one's going to be on August the 27th at 6 o'clock. And then also on September the 2nd, the 61st annual Scottsboro Barbecue will be going on from noon to 6. And there's always a good food and good event, and a lot of folks show up. Again, that's going to be September the 2nd this year. And then finally, this is District 1 folks are invited, but this is also a kind of a citywide announcement that on August the 28th, 2017, Judge Randall Wyatt, who has been the judge in Division II Criminal Court for the last 43 years, is going to be retiring. And so that's going to be at 3 p.m. on August the 28th on the 6th floor of the historic Metro Courthouse in this building. So we hope that you can come out and wish him farewell. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Jeremy Elmrod.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm not sure the Madam Acting Speaker Pro Tem.
Pro Tem.
Three or four things. August 31st, we'll be having a community meeting on sidewalks for Harding Place and for Wofford Drive. And also that community meeting will be we'll be talking about bike lanes on Farrer Parkway. September 2nd, along Nolensville Road is the 5th annual International Food Crawl. And you just Google that, and you can buy tickets to that. And that is, you'll get the best food of Nolensville Road, and that is saying something because some great food up and down there. And then September 7th will be the Habitat for Humanity ribbon cutting at for their new building where they've consolidated their offices, the Restore, and all of their retail locations. September 7th at the corner of Harding and Nolensville Road. And then also on Monday, during the eclipse, will be 2 minutes of not being able to see the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue in my district. Thank you.
Could be trees in that place. Thank you. Councilmember Jacobia Dowell.
Thank you. I just want to make a quick announcement that to all the neighbors out in District 32, on Thursday, August 24th, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., we will have a rezoning request meeting. The meeting is going to be held at the Holiday Inn on 201 Crossings Place, Antioch, Tennessee 37013. Many of you received a notice about the rezoning. I saw the signs on the corner of Crossings Boulevard and Mount View Parkway, and you had questions on that. The engineer will be there, the developer will be there to discuss the project and answer any questions you may have. It's not apartments, it's not housing, it's actually a hotel development. And I encourage you to come out from 6:30 to 7:30 on Thursday, August 24th, and we'll discuss the request from there. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Sharon Hurt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to rise and announce that the Matthew Walker Comprehensive Health Center, we're going to have their annual pancake breakfast on this Saturday beginning at 8 a.m. This is an annual event that they have in a series of events for community health, where they will also provide health screenings and different things of that nature. And I just wanted to invite the community to come out.
Thank you. Sounds
They are
great.
located at 16th and Meharry Boulevard and Jefferson Street. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Karen Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. District 29, as a reminder to the email that went out, we are having a community meeting this Thursday, August 17th at 6:30 p.m. at Smith Springs Church of Christ, 2783 Smith Springs Road. This community meeting is to discuss a proposed zone change from commercial and residential districts to possible industrial warehouse distribution district, or SP, for property located at 2737 Couchville Pike. There will be engineers and representatives from the company that wants to build this modern industrial warehouse facility, and they will be coming with renderings and lots of information, and will be prepared to answer any questions that you have. Also, as a reminder, my office hours are on the fourth Saturday, August 26th from 10 to 12 noon at First Tennessee Bank, Nashville location. And again, that is 2360 Murfreesboro Road, First Nashville Bank, from 10 to 12 on Saturday, August 26th. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Fabian Bednick.
Thank you. You're doing a good job there.
Thank you.
So, first of all, there is a lot going on in District 31, and for people to know about coming meetings that I require for potential rezonings, I'm begging people watching to go to bednet.com, www.bednet.com, and click on the link to sign up for the newsletter. That's the way that I use to share information with you all, to tell you about potential rezonings, to ask you for your feedback. So if you are watching this on TV, I encourage you to take the time to go to that website and sign up. On a personal note, I just wanted to share a personal story. So my grandfather moved from Poland to Argentina about 100 years ago. And we lost track of all our family. So I found out recently that all his brothers and sisters actually moved to Cleveland, Ohio. And I reconnected with a lot of my family members that I didn't even know I had. And so I started talking to them, and from them I found out that actually I had family that were killed in the Holocaust in Auschwitz. So I just wanted to say that there is nothing fine about Nazis and racists, because people were killed, people in my family, and people in many families were killed by racists and by Nazis. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that personal note. Councilmember Kobe Sledge.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There's a few things going on in District 17 over the next couple of weeks. The first I've got is this Friday at 9 o'clock, Casa Azafran, there will be a park groundbreaking. As you know, we funded a couple years ago some capital money to be matched for the park at Casa Azafran. And so we are moving forward with that. In fact, this body a couple weeks ago actually approved a grant application to help continue to fund the park. So we're excited about that. On Monday, the 21st at 6 p.m., SNAP, South Nashville Action People in Wedgwood, Houston, will have its regular meeting at 1224 Martin Street. And then on the 23rd, apologies if one of my colleagues has mentioned this, but we'll have the council listening session for districts, for Council Lady Hueso, Councilman Freeman, myself, and Councilman Elrod. That'll start at 6:30 at the Coleman Park Community Center in Councilman Freeman's district. Thanks.
Thank you. Seeing no other council members in the queue, I'll make a couple announcements for District 18. Actually, one is anyone who's interested, there will be another one of the council community engagement community meetings to be held on Tuesday, August 22nd at Wynn Middle School beginning at 6:30. This is an opportunity to come see what the council has done in order to make it easier to engage with the council, but also to give your feedback on better ways to be engaged as a citizen with what council is doing. And a smaller meeting to talk about sidewalks on 25th Avenue will take place on Monday, August 28th at the Martin Center, 2400 Fairfax Avenue, beginning at 6 p.m. I hope neighbors that live near there will come and find out about this proposed sidewalk. That concludes the announcement until we'll officially start the council meeting at 6:30.